Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chip, and in today's video we are going to be diving into my top 5 products that I really have been loving for the month of May. So if you're interested to hear and see the items that I pulled out and that I have really been loving, stay tuned and let's get to chatting. So before we get started into this video, please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below so that you're notified when I post a video to my channel. And I'm also really active on my Instagram and my Twitter, so I will leave all that good social media platform goodness down in the description box as well, and you can stay connected and you won't miss a moment. So this video is a collaboration with my dear friend Jamie from Confessions of a Makeup Addict. Now Jamie does her monthly favorites and I really have been enjoying watching them, so I asked her if I could just jump in and maybe we can do this like as a monthly duo type of thing. She graciously accepted, so I'm super excited to say that we will be doing our monthly favorites. So I'm super excited to say that we will be doing our monthly favorites together continuously, and yeah, I'm excited. Please don't forget to go check out Jamie's channel and also her video. I'll leave all that good stuff down in the description box. So with that being said, let's dive in to see what I've been loving for the month of May. Okay, so let's start with skincare because as you guys know, I have just dove so hard, so straight, so seriously into my skincare, and I see a difference. Today, I'm actually not wearing any foundation. I just feel like my skin is starting to take a turn for the better, and I'm going to try and just not wear foundation for as much as, you know, as long as possible, in just like my regular day-to-day things. So for my skincare, what I really have been loving to use twice a week or sometimes 3 is this. Now this is the WISHFUL Yo Glow Enzyme Scrub. This has pineapple enzyme, papaya enzyme, AHA, and BHA. This is a skincare brand that's started by Huda Beauty. We know her for her makeup, and she is now diving into skincare. And you guys, this scrub is freaking amazing. Amazing. It is just the most, I can't even explain it. Like, it's soft, but yet it still gets the dirt off. It starts off as a cream, and as you work it into your skin, you start to have like this jelly texture forming, and you can see the dirt being pulled off of your skin, and it is just amazing. It is so soft, so gentle. I think it's a product that's really good for all skin types. I use this on Wednesdays and Sundays religiously. I really cannot put this down. My skin right now is naturally glowing, and it just feels softer. After I use this scrub, I go in with all of my serums, my moisturizers. I feel like this is one of those products that really opens up my pores so that anything that I give my pores can soak right in, and my skin has seen a really good difference with this. So oh my gosh, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. It's amazing. If you haven't tried it, I do recommend that you try it. I would get the travel size if your skin is sensitive and you're kind of like on the worry side. I think the travel size is $21 from Sephora. This is $39, I do believe, full size. I'll leave everything that I'm talking about with links down in the description box if you're interested. So good. Alright, and still in the skincare realm, we have these. Now these are the Peace Out Acne Dots. Lifesavers. I discovered these a couple of months ago, I want to say, or maybe it was last year. I can't remember when, but I was suffering from acne like crazy. And I'm 28 right now, and I still have acne. I still get pimples, and I know it's because of the makeup, because honestly, you guys, let's be real, we're putting stuff on our face, and our face is gonna react. So every once in a while, I do get pimples. Now, these are so amazing. I got these from Sephora, and they come in packs. So these are the packs that they come in, and you get, I think, about 10 dots per pack. Yes, because there are 40 dots in this set. Now you can get some that have less dots for cheaper on their website, but I just get the 40 pack because I do use them. Now I don't use these every day. When I do get a spot on my face or an acne blemish, whatever it may be, I'll go ahead and take out one of these dots. Now this is what they look like, and depending on the size, now I like to make things last as long as possible. These aren't, you know, the most inexpensive thing on the market, but they are really effective. So if my little pimple is really small, I'll actually cut one of these in half and I still see the same type of effect. Now if I have a big old boy on my face, I'll use one full dot. I put this on kind of before dinner, and then I'll leave this on overnight and I'll take it off when I'm doing my morning skincare routine. Now these stick like crazy glue. They are not gonna go anywhere. So I have really oily skin at night. I tend to wake up and my skin is just so gross with the oils, but these Acne Dots stick on for dear life. I love them, and actually when I'm taking them off in the morning, they still have a really strong hold, so that just it speaks power to how strong they will like just stick to your face for a long amount of time. So I do wear them overnight, and when I do take them off, I do see, depending on the stage of my pimple, it can either pull out the pimple or safely, or it reduces the size, and the healing time for that pimple is just amazing. It is cut in half, and you guys, these have been so amazing for my skin. And I realized when I put a dot, let's say I had like a bump here, I put a dot here, I don't get much more acne around that area. You know, it seems like whatever the serum is just kind of goes into the skin and the surrounding areas, and it prevents more acne from popping up in that area. I just really love them. They're effective, they're efficient, and I cut them in half just to make them last longer, or I'll use a whole one if it's like one of those big duty jobs. But I do recommend them if you suffer from pimples a lot. These have salicylic acid, vitamin A, and aloe vera in them. Okay, so moving into makeup, what have I been enjoying lately? Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen some of the fun and just crazy out there looks that I've been creating in some collabs, and they've been so fun. So I have been using a lot of makeup products in my collection, which has been really nice, really enjoyable to just sit back and enjoy the things that I have. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the foundation of choice. And now lately, I've been enjoying going matte, which is funny because it's summer and a lot of people want to go like dewy or glowy. I like a good matte foundation. I think it sits well better for my skin preference. So for my matte foundation, I will be showcasing the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Matte Foundation. Now I'm in the shade F5.40. This stuff is inexpensive and it is full coverage. Twofer. I absolutely love this foundation. It goes on dewy, so that is something to just take to heart. When you're putting it on, it's dewy, it blends out really well, but in a couple of minutes it dries down completely matte. So if you're a matte lover and you're looking for a new foundation, give Morphe a try. I think for the price point, it's worth at least giving them a shot. And the texture of this is not heavy. Now you can layer it if you want. I just go in with one layer and it covers up my blemishes, gives me a good matte base, and I just love it underneath all of my like special effects, all of the, you know, the colors, the shadows, the highlights, all of that jazz. This is just one that blends into your skin and helps, it just looks like skin. Now this foundation matches my face and my chest, but it doesn't match my neck because my neck is darker than these two. So what I usually do is just run this foundation down my neck so that everything kind of matches seamlessly. But I've been loving this stuff. It is so awesome. So if you have a foundation recommendation, that's cute, let me know down below in the comments because I would love to see what you guys have been loving so far. So with the foundation, what do I put it on? So my two favorites for applying foundation, whether it's the Morphe one or the ABH, whatever foundation it may be, is first this brush. Now this is the Morphe M439 foundation buffing brush. This is so amazing. It's so fluffy, but yet it's dense enough to really blend out the product. It doesn't soak in the product, so it's not like staying or sticking in the ferrule part or in the deep bristles. It really just applies the foundation so well. This works with liquid and cream products, and what I love about this is the handle isn't so long. It fits right in the palm or the palm of my hand, and I'm able to just really work with this. Now for the bristles, they are white, so what I like to do is wash this brush about every 4 days and the bristles will come back to life for me. I just really enjoy it. Again, it's one of those brushes that I found to just love instantly. I bought 2 of them because I was just like, I love them. I love them so much. This brush is just one of those brushes that I go to when I don't want to use a sponge and if I just want to be a little bit more quicker on my application. So again, this is the Morphe M439 Buffing Foundation Brush. Now on the subject of sponges, I've been trying out a new sponge for the month of May and I have been loving it. It has its pros and it has its cons. So this is the Sonia Kashuk sponge. Now this was introduced to me by FabFitMama or Christine, and I'll leave her channel down below, and please go check her out and show her some love. This sponge, I saw her use it and I was like, what is that? The reason being, it is large and in charge, you guys. So I like the size because when it's wet, it almost just takes up my whole cheek, and it's like putting on foundation or face products in the blink of an eye. It's really just the fastest thing I have ever used. Now, the only problem with this sponge is when I have my brows on, it's hard to really, because when it enlarges, it's hard to really get the foundation or whatever product I'm using on my forehead while still avoiding my brows. So on those days where I just want to do my foundation first, brows haven't even been put on, this is one of those products that I will grab, and it just, my face is done so quickly. It's a very dense sponge before it gets wet. Once it's wet, it's bouncy, it's soft, and it doesn't soak up all your product, which I think is a really good point for being such a big sponge. This does clean really easily with my sponge bar soap or some good old disinfectant dishwashing liquid. It's just one of those sponges that just soaks up water and gets the gunk out really well with just squeezing out all the soapy water. So this is $5 from Target. Amazing price. If you want to compare this with, let's say, the Beauty Blender sponge, that is $20 from Sephora. Crazy price. $5, bigger, works faster, and it's a sponge. So this was a really good find, and I think this is actually even cheaper than the Real Techniques, but I'll have to price point that, so don't quote me on that. But I just love that it's such a fun big size, and you can also use the bottom, you can use, and also what I really like about this is the fine tip on this sponge really gets into like the crevices of my eye, my inner corner, my outer corner. So when I want to set my face with maybe some setting powder after concealer, I can really get in these small areas with the tip of this sponge, which is really nice. So yeah, $5 Target. It's worth a try, and I really have been enjoying it. So the last item that I want to showcase with you guys is a highlighter. Now this is a colored highlighter from the Leleposh cosmetic line, and I have been loving it. So this is called Kenzi. Now you guys know I am all about my natural glow. I'm all about just having that bronze, that goldy moment, something that really heightens up my natural skin tone. I think is just beautiful. Now I've been scared in the past to try colored highlighters because a lot of them have a white base and it comes off very gray, ashy toned on my skin tone, so it's just been hard for me to find one that works. Now slowly here and there I have been finding some companies that are starting to take that into consideration and moving forward and making like translucent based highlighters that have different colors so that I can also enjoy the fun of having a colored highlighter moment. And one of those companies is Leleposh, which is run by a woman named Nina. This is a single woman show. She does everything herself, everything handmade, cruelty free. It is just one of those companies that really takes the time and effort, sweat, and blood into her products, and not literally, but you know, she really takes her time to really show love in the things that she makes. So the highlight that I want to talk to you guys about is called Kenzi. Now this is, I'm really bad at pan sizes, sorry you guys, but I want to say this is like maybe a 26 or maybe it's a 36 millimeter. I could be wrong, but again, I will leave all the information about this highlighter down below, but this is called Kenzi. Now when you look at it, you're like, chip, that looks white. And when I saw it, you guys, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like it has a white base. So I avoided it for weeks and weeks. And one day I was on live with Christine and I was like, let me just try it. So I tried it. Now, Kenzi is a pink highlighter. For darker skin tones, it's pink. I've seen this on lighter skin tones and it kind of has like that wet look on lighter skin tones. But personally, for my experience on my skin tone, and I think also on skin tones that are deeper than me, it's going to come off pink, which is amazing. So here is a swatch. Don't mind my thumb. My nail popped off. So here's a swatch of Kenzi. So let's swatch it here. And you guys, do you see that pink reflection? So it's like a gold pink reflection. It is just the most interesting highlighter I have ever seen. Now what I'm going to do is just blend this out. Now the camera may not be catching it as well as I am, but it is a shifter. It definitely shifts different colors. When I put it on, it's just pink, you guys. Like, okay, so you can see that pink right there. And then it shifts. Like, I know you're catching it because I can definitely see it in the monitor. Like that just shifts to such a gorgeous pink tone. I've done so many looks with this on my face and it is just so, so lovely. Now it is a bit on the flaky side, so I recommend that you just work it in kind of like small circular motions. I wouldn't just swipe it. I definitely would go in like this type of movement when working with it. I use it with a fluffy highlighting brush and it just blends into my skin tone. This is one of those highlighters that just melts. It melts, it beams. You can layer it for more oomph. You can keep it subtle for just one of those like, is she wearing a highlighter type of looks? But we know that on this channel, we like to beam for the gods. So it's just one of those beautiful, beautiful highlighters. And when I want a pink toned highlighter, this is what I gravitate towards. Now, you guys, this does not have one of those ashy undertones. It doesn't have a white undertone. It literally is just pink. It's just pink and it's fun, it's festive, and I am just so happy to have a highlighter that is out of the realm and I can play with and have some fun with some color. Okay guys, so that completes my top 5 favorites for the month of May. Don't forget to check out Jamie's channel as well because she has also posted what she's been enjoying for the month of May. And let me know what you guys have been enjoying. I want to chat makeup. I want to hear what you guys have been using. And if you've just been keeping it natural, keeping it simple, that's cool too. Let me know what you've been doing for your skincare. Let me know your favorite chapstick. I love just chatting with you guys in the comments. So with that being said, that's all I have for today's video and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.